Why does something shocking feel normal in Japan? Why does nude art in Japan feel both simple and strange? This question often emerges from the quiet halls of a museum or the brightly lit spaces of a contemporary gallery. This isn't what you think it is. You can see the human form laid bare in old woodblock prints. Then, you can see it again in a modern video installation designed to provoke and challenge your perceptions. You can see the human form laid bare in old woodblock prints presented with a startling matter-of-factness. At first, the sight might induce a flicker of shock, a reaction conditioned by cultural norms from elsewhere. But soon, that initial jolt often mellows into a sense of normalcy, an acceptance of the form as just another element in the composition. This journey from surprise to contemplation is not a simple one. It is a path paved with centuries of history, philosophy, cultural evolution. The experience is a study in contrasts. One moment you are observing a serene, almost incidental depiction of bathers from the Edo period, and the next, you are confronted by a stark, conceptual photograph from the 21st century. The initial impulse is to categorize, to place the art into familiar boxes of erotic, classical, shocking. Yet, Japanese nude art often resists such easy labels. It presents the body not as an object of shame to be hidden, nor solely as an idealized vessel of beauty, but as a fundamental component of the human experience, as natural and as present as the landscape, changing seasons. It asks you to look, and then to look again, past your own expectations. Long ago, in the bustling world of Edo period Japan, artists created a vast and vibrant collection of images depicting the human body, and they did not always feel the need to clothe it. In ukiyo-e, the focus was on fleeting moments, famous kabuki actors, beautiful courtesans, legendary heroes, scenes of everyday leisure. It was not presented with the self-conscious grandeur of Western classicism, but with an earthiness and honesty. Public bathing, onsen, sento, was a communal and integral part of life, rendering the naked form a familiar, non-sexualized sight. Clean lines, flat planes of color, and negative space integrate the figure into its environment, one beautiful element among many. The viewer is not confronted by the nude. They are invited to appreciate the scene as a whole. As time marched forward, the currents of the world brought new tides to Japan's shores. The Meiji Restoration opened the country to the West, ushering in rapid industrialization, social change, cultural exchange. Artists traveled abroad, studying in Paris, studying in Berlin, while Western styles flowed into Japan. They learned oil painting, the principles of perspective, and the Western tradition of the academic nude. A fascinating hybridization emerged, old ways colliding with new, making the body a site of bold experimentation. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, this evolution accelerated dramatically. Contemporary artists used the nude not just as a form to be appreciated, but as a powerful tool for social commentary and personal expression. The nude became a vehicle to explore identity, to question traditional gender roles, and to dissect power and surveillance. These artists were not content to simply present the body. They wanted to make the viewer think, to question what they were seeing and why. You might encounter a performance where the artist's body becomes the medium, enduring acts of repetition, acts of transformation. Elsewhere, a screen displays a pixelated human form, questioning the nature of the body in the digital age. In another room, harsh light and unsettling angles subvert the classic nude, revealing vulnerability, imperfection, raw beauty. An industrial drone or jarring electronic beat crafts a mood of unease or intense curiosity, a far cry from the serene world of ukiyo-e. This shift represents a fundamental change in artistic intent. Where traditional art invited quiet contemplation, much of modern nude art demands active, and sometimes uncomfortable, engagement. It leverages the shock of the new, contrast, scale, multimedia, to jolt viewers out of passive observation. Deliberate choices make viewers acutely aware of their own act of looking, turning a peaceful stroll into a thought-provoking confrontation with the body and its place in the modern world. For many international visitors arriving in Japan, an encounter with the nation's nude art can be a disorienting experience. Conditioned by their own cultural backgrounds, where nudity is highly idealized or heavily censored, the Japanese approach can seem perplexing. The initial reaction is often surprise, sometimes a nervous laugh, a quick glance away, or the impulse to capture the sight with a camera. For these tourists, the nudity is the most prominent feature. They instinctively search for shame, titillation, scandal. However, they often find instead a profound sense of form, meaning, and cultural history that dismantles preconceived notions. A tourist might expect controversy, but find a room of local patrons engaged with scholarly interest. Different views, the art is not hidden away, it is presented as part of the artistic narrative. Many begin to question their initial reaction and see more than a naked body. Context, Sento culture, symbolic uses in ritual, opens the door. They start to value artistry over subject. The nude becomes part of a long, complex story. Shock gives way to curiosity. Curiosity to respect. To truly understand why nude art in Japan can feel so normal, one must look past the form and listen for deeper meaning. Japanese aesthetics cherish what is left unsaid, the truth in simplicity, the truth in silence, the truth in form. The nude body, stripped of artifice, can be a powerful expression of pure honesty, beauty in imperfection, the transient nature of life. At times, the body becomes overtly political. The art asks pointed questions. Who has the right to look at a body, and why? Who holds the power in that gaze? Modern artists investigate consent, objectification, and the pervasive eye of surveillance. A subject staring back challenges the passive observer, making us aware of our own act of looking. Symbolism runs deep. Simple objects can carry immense narrative weight. Symbols speak: a broken fan, a solitary bridge, a falling cherry blossom, love, loss, time. The body becomes a symbol of honesty, vulnerability, and freedom from constraints, or a sign of lost privacy in a surveilled world. Warm, soft light evokes communal bathhouses, tradition, and natural comfort. Cold or flickering light creates clinical detachment or technological anxiety, placing the body in a modern frame. These choices guide our response, turning the visit into a multi-sensory journey through time and ideas. Through it all, we move from surface to significance, questioning our own gaze along the way. In the end, after navigating the serene prints of the past and the challenging installations of the present, the original question returns, but with greater depth and nuance. Is the frank depiction of the nude a simple expression of freedom? Or is it a manifestation of something more complex, rooted in history, ritual, a unique philosophical outlook? The truth, as with all great art, is that there is no single answer. For some, it is a statement of artistic freedom. For others, a continuation of historical and cultural ritual. For many, an inseparable blend of both. We witness a culture that cherishes its past while testing the limits of its future. We observe the gap between initial shock and quiet calm, finding a lesson about our own conditioning. It teaches us about seeing. How much is shaped not by the object, but by the lens of experience. This art asks us to remove that lens and see with fresh eyes. Art like this does not give comfortable answers. Its purpose is to create a space for thought, to look more slowly, listen more carefully, and question more deeply. In Japan, the warmth of an ancient bathhouse can coexist with the cold light of a modern gallery. The body can be both timeless form and timely political statement. It makes us feel the weight of history and the thrill of the new in a single compelling image. So, the next time you encounter such a piece, allow yourself the full spectrum. Look slowly at the lines and the light. Listen for whispers. or the power of silence. Ask, what story is this body telling? What does it mean to be looking at it right now? And then, as you walk away, the frame does not close. The question stays with you, echoing long after you've left the gallery. So, is this freedom or something deeper?